Shalom. Hey, I'm back out here again, man. Another Friday. This might be a quick lesson today. I know mosquitoes gonna be swarming, but I always say that it always run a little over. But before I get started, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hawashai, Bahashem Rakapadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the saints. So y'all can push this truth. Shalom. Keep pushing. Shalom. Yeah, I'm trying to find a nice little spot. You got the rain coming down on me. Well, not the rain, but from this leaky ass roof. So it's leaking. It's all good. I work in the rain for the so-called white man, so why can't I do this work? Just a few raindrops. So let's get into it. The World War III is on the horizon. World War III is on the horizon. Russia's steadily warning, stop putting weapons into, Ukraine, stop putting weapons close to their border. But the U.S. just gave Ukraine the okay to send long-range missiles into Russia. So we going full steam ahead into World War III, man. There's no other way of getting around it. That's what U.S. and NATO want. That's what they're gonna get. So we're gonna get some precepts because here we are. The vision is speaking. It's been prophesied for years that World War III is gonna happen, man. Thousands of years. And now here it is. We're in the midst of it. Let's go to Psalms 55. And 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. So yeah, so-called white man has some beautiful, eloquent speech, man. He got all the smooth words. He got the nice big vocabulary for you. He could talk you to sleep. Rock you to sleep with his words. But he comes in that, I'm in a peaceful type of mode. It's all about peace. We all got to come together. It's all about democracy. So he gives you all these beautiful words and try to put you on the hook, man. But it says, but war was in his heart. So yeah, Joe Biden talking about, if we send F-16s into Ukraine, that's World War III. Guess what? F-16s on the way to Ukraine, man. It's like, we're not gonna send F-16s into Ukraine. He did it anyway, because it says war is in his heart, man. The so-called white man loves war. Why do you think the world is all screwed up, man? It's the so-called white man's ruling, man. He's all about war, murder, mayhem, man. And Planet of the Apes, he's known as the Beast Man. You gotta go back to I believe the 70s or 80s, I remember when it came out. But it's called him the Beast Man. He'll destroy his land and destroy yours too. War is in his heart. It's on his mind. So his words were softer than oil, Yet were they drawn swords. Yeah, he had all these peaceable words, man. You know, oh, we don't want to send troops, American troops, into Ukraine. We can't do that. We're not ready yet. Let's work on a peace deal. He got all these beautiful words, man, for you. It says, but yet were they drawn swords. But he's steadily shipping armament into Europe. Just train loads of Humvees, MRAPs, tanks. Just miles and miles of military equipment flowing into Europe. Saudi Arabia. So this man's getting ready for the last war. And that's World War III. There's no more wars after World War III. So he's gonna go all out. Russia, Putin, they with the shit, man. They are with it. They can't wait to set them nukes off. They've been on TV talking about how they're gonna be mortars. If they saying, hey, if we gotta die and go meet Jesus, man, that's what we gotta do. In so many words. So the Russians, the lower, not the upper echelon, but the lower and the peons, they think they gonna, just get a one-way ticket to see Jesus, man. So they like, fuck it, just shoot the nukes, man. We'll be all right. Might I add, the Russians have bunkers though. There's all kind of military, type bunkers for their population, for their civilization. But not the Americans. There's no bunkers that your government is providing for you. Yeah, the politicians and the upper echelon got bunkers. They got Cheyenne Mountain. And they got another one on the East Coast. I can't think of the name right now. But they got these deep military, they call them dumbs. But they, these politicians, your senators, and your governors gonna go in here in these places once the nukes get shot off. But as far as the rest of the U.S. population, you're gonna have to eat that missile because they didn't think about you. You're talking about you got representatives. You don't have no representatives. You got a bunch of people up there in Washington and on your local government just leeching the system. Leeching it. Playing you people, man. Most of the people they got in charge to run the country or run your local government can't even take care of their own household. They harbor with their own finances. How you think they're gonna run a country, man? You got these senators and governors. They can't run their own household. The kids kicking them in the ass. Wives telling them what to do. So yeah, they want to get on TV and they try to give some type of authority figure when the whole time it's just all a charade, man. They laughing all the way to the bank. So the American people been duped. You think you got representatives, people represent you, but you don't. What you got is people who are just milking you, man. They could care less about patriotism. All they care about is money, man. That's all they give a shit about. If you ain't into money, molesting children, feeding the military industrial complex for billions of dollars, all these lobbying groups, they don't give a damn what you do. They need to change these tactics. They need. Let's read that 55:21 again at the end. It says, "His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword." So yeah, they went from, we're not gonna send troops into Ukraine, to, we might have to send troops into Ukraine. We got to stop Putin. We're really thinking about it. Maybe if Ukraine fails, we got to send troops. So now they just flat out saying we got troops in Ukraine, man. Yeah, you got France, Britain, U.S. I saw where a Norwegian troop got his brains blown out the other day, man. There's another country in there I can't think of at the moment. Norway, I believe. Yeah, I believe. I might be wrong on that. But there's some other type of troops in there, man. I believe some troops from Estonia in there. So you got all of NATO in Ukraine right now. So Russia's at war with NATO. So World War III has begun. It just ain't been fully announced yet. But the politicians, they all know that World War III is going on as we speak. And it's only going to spiral out of control. Let's get some more precepts. Because this is the time to be doing the work. Hey, we can see the finish line now. We can damn near see the finish line, bro. You see the finish line, you're like, oh man, I can stop going out, everything's about to come down, but no, you gotta stay on the block, man. It ain't famine of the word yet, so you got to still keep preaching. Your flesh want to be like, oh man, we hear World War III going on. Won't be long for the economy collapse and everything starts snowballing. But the world is still functioning. It's still going on. So you got to keep going on, man. It's Habakkuk 2:4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. So yeah, the soul of the so-called white man is not upright in him, man. Just ask Bill Gates. Fuck it, I'm gonna say his name. What kind of man gets on TV and talk about, oh, how safe and effective that thing was? There's nothing wrong with it. Just take it. You're gonna be okay. It's all good. To now, fast forward to now, he's saying, oh well, yeah, there's some problems with that stuff that I told you to get. What kind of man sits back and think about killing millions upon millions of people? If it was up to him, he was gonna try to get everybody with it. But he got a great number of people all over the world with that stuff, which he went around promoting, said it was safe and effective, man. It's like millions of people globally, that got deleted because of Bill Gates, man. So the scriptures say his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, man. He sit back and pondering how he can turn you to a mold. How he can put some in your more stuff in your water, make you breathe more chemicals to weaken your immune system. So this man's a freak, man. He is. This is Satan in the flesh. He is Satan in the flesh, man. There's no other way to put it. Let's go on. Ye also he transgresses by wine. He is a proud man. Yeah, he transgresses by wine. Those philosophies, Christianity, the ABC lifestyle, feminism, all of that witches destroy you, man. It destroys a civilization. And it's not good enough that he pushed it on his own people, his own civilization. He goes pushes it all over the world. He goes to Africa and say, hey, if you want some money from me, you got to get down with the ABC lifestyle, man. But them Africans ran them out of there. They say, look, we ain't with that funny stuff. You can keep your money. And so with the so-called Arabs, they ain't in with the whole alphabet drag queen story time stuff either. So he pushes his vile, sick ways on the people, man, on the masses of people. And if you don't want to play ball, then he just might, have a coup attempt on your prime minister or your president. Or he's gonna give you a loan through the IMF, and they're gonna take everything you got eventually, because you can't pay the interest on the loan, man, on the debt. So he got all kind of ways to serve you up, to make you bend the knee. Let's go on. That he is a proud man, needs to keep it at home. He got military bases all over the fucking world, man. He's in everybody else's business while the whole time his home is falling apart. The debt is like $34 trillion in debt. But he's all in Africa telling them what they need to do. He got his nose in everybody else's business but his own. Just ride up and down any street, any city, USA, and you can just see the infrastructure crumbling, man. People living on the streets. But the so-called white man don't care about none of that, man. He's worrying about what they doing over in Brazil. He's trying to tell you what to do when his whole home is all fucked up, man. Chemicals in the water, poison in the food. But yet, he's so concerned with what's going on the other side of the earth. While the whole time, his country is through. The people are morally through. You just talk to somebody, man. You just talking to a whole degenerate. They in all kind of freakism. Laying down with anything. And they starting young too. Ain't like how it used to be. Used to be people in their 20s at least. Now they starting 8, 9 years old, man. Just a bunch of degenerates. So let's go on. Who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. So yeah, so-called white man got everything, but he still want more. This man's never satisfied. He want what you got, you know? He wants everything that you have, man. And it's still not enough. You know, here it is. He got the whole world, but that's not good enough. You know, he needs you this time. And that's how it's going to come, man. With that RFID microchip, man. The mark of the beast. He needs you. I forget the song, who was the rap group? But they say he wants your mind, soul, and body. That's what this so-called white man wants, man. He got all the money, all the land, all the resources, but he still needs one thing, man. He needs you. He needs you bag and tag, tracked at all times, man. He needs to know where you're going at all given moment. He want to know how many times you went to the bathroom, how many times, you know, you eat a day. You know, he wants to know all that. So that's what we under, man. A damn maniac, a lunatic. It says, and it is death, because he's the harbinger of death, man. The harbinger of death. Just turn your tap on in your kitchen, man, and you got hundreds of chemicals coming out of that, man. Who knows what's in your drinking water? What kind of man poisons his own drinking water? What kind of man poisons his own damn food, man? Who poisons the air they breathe? A fucking fool does. The so-called white man. He ain't got no fucking sense, but he put on a front like he's so educated, you know. But he don't know you got to eat the same food that you poison. It make no sense. Who does that? Esau Edom, man. It says, but gather unto him all nations. Yeah, gather to him all nations, man. He wants everybody. He wants everybody on total lockdown, under his control. And damn well he's gonna get it too. It's been prophesied he's gonna get it. He's gonna get his wish. But he ain't gonna keep it though. That's what he don't know. He's not gonna be able to ride off into the sunset. He's gonna get his new world order, but it's not gonna last long. You know, I thought the so-called white man had the highest IQ on the planet. So what kind of man poisoned the land he got to live on, man? Dumping all kind of radioactive material in the sea. You know, it's all a charade, man. Scripture does say he's wiser than Daniel. Because this man, don't let him fool you now. He may be dumb, but he's wise to do evil, man. And he's wise on he can hunt your ass down whenever he get ready. You know, he does all the analytics. You know, he goes and search out things, man. You know, he's gonna sit down and study you. So he's gonna sit down and, you know, and go into the equation board, man. You know, you know, he's gonna get up there with that damn chalkboard, man, on your ass. You know, he's gonna do some deep research, man. He's gonna follow your habits. You know, every time you write it down, man, and studying your ass. Scripture say he's a cunning hunter, man. Cunning hunter. So you can't sleep on the so-called white man. You know? You got to know who you're dealing with. You know, just because he ain't killed you niggas in a long time like he used to, don't mean he still ain't got it in him, man. Let's go on. It says, and heapeth unto him all people. Yeah, so he heapeth unto him all people. And how he's gonna do that? With this new world order, man. With the RFID microchip and the brain chip. He's gonna keep it until all people. Everybody's gonna be under control of the Rothschilds, man, the Rockefellers. You're gonna have a microchip in your ass, man, in your left hand or your right hand or in your brain, man. That's the end game. You're not gonna be able to walk around willy-nilly no more. You're not gonna be able to just take a vacation when you feel like it. You know, your social credit score is gonna have to determine if you can go somewhere. You really ain't going nowhere, really, because they got the 15-minute cities. You know, they lining up. So you're gonna be in a 15-minute city with your implant in your hand, your left or your right hand, eating your bag of crickets, ordering you a caterpillar pizza, man, or earthworm milkshake, whatever the case may be. Or got you a nice tall glass of sewage water, whatever Bill Gates got planned for you, man. That's what you're gonna be eating and drinking. You know, so all the ones that survived, man, because this man got something planned for you. He got Civil War lined up. He got World War III on the stove. He got Disease X cooking. You know, working on the famine as we speak. Like Klaus Schwab said, man, get ready for an angrier world, man. You know, and they getting ready to go with their move. You know, they're gonna cause so much shock and awe to where you gonna wish you was dead, man. These wicked elite, they got some plan for the American people, man, in the world, especially here in America, though. This whole Trump and Biden political theater that's going on, it gets you people worked up, falling right into the trap. So keep choosing sides. Oh, I like Biden. Oh, I like Trump. When both of them on the same team, man. Both of them work for the bankers, man. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. The only president that ever stood up for someone was Kennedy, and you see what happened to him. That was the only president who was actually trying to do something for the country. And they took care of him. So all this Trump talking about, oh, he gonna stop World War III? He can't. It's already started, man. That train already left the station, man. And Biden steady sending weapons over to Ukraine, man, into Israel. So something big about to go down, man. What is about 140 some, 150 odd days to the election? It's gonna be a hell of a ride. It's gonna be a bumpy ride, man. That last 100 days up to the election, who knows, man? They might just go ahead and release the lethal part of this bird flu they cooking up, man. The elite are tired of looking at just people in general, man. They want the earth to themselves. You know, they want they $200-300 million yacht, you know, all to themselves, man. They don't want to pull up on a dock somewhere on a pier and see your damn face, man. They just want to see you mopping the yacht, you know, mopping the deck. That's it. They don't want to see you have any kind of wealth, man. They want all the wealth to themselves. If they can't get it, they're just gonna kill everybody, man. They're just gonna depop the earth, man, with World War III with the nuclear missiles. You know, that's the ace in the hole, man. The nuclear missiles. You know, to the elite, but to the scriptures, man, it was all prophesied, man, with World War III. Whatever the case may be, it's gonna happen. Whatever the reason, that's what's gonna happen, man. The nukes gonna get shot off by Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, you know, just to name a few. And NATO and the EU gonna shoot their missiles, and America is gonna shoot their missiles, man. We're gonna have ourselves a nuke party. So enjoy yourself while you can, because eventually shit's gonna hit the fan, man. Let's go on. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. Yeah, Trump told you, hey, we took Syrian oil, man. He just took it. It don't matter if it belonged to the Syrians or not. Say, yeah, we took it. You know, so he's always increasing something that's not his, man. You know, went over to Afghanistan. You know, took the Taliban poppy fields, man. You know, they little heroin they was selling over there. He just took the drugs, man. Constantly taking the natural resources, man. You don't know how that goes. Just go to Africa and ask them Africans, man, them Hamites, how the so-called white man gonna do you when he wants something. You know? Just ask them. I'm sure they got a few stories to tell you. You know, when he came in as the British, you know, just fucking ravaged that place. The French still over there too, huh? I believe the Brits and the French still over there. And they won't leave. They keep telling them to leave, they won't leave, man. So Africans say, you know what, we're gonna get these Russians, man, to help us out. Because this British / American so-called white man don't play fair. So they had to go get the Russian so-called white people, man. You know, they deal a lot fairer, man. Russians are about $1 or $2. You know, they can negotiate a few things. But not the Americans, man. They want it all to themselves. You know, they make a deal with you, they're gonna fuck you over. Right off top. They don't honor nothing. So the world is building a coalition, which is called the BRICS, man. And they fucking tired of the US. That's what it boils down to. They tired of the US and they bullshit, man. You know, throwing sanctions on you. You don't want to do what the US wants you to do. They're gonna just throw some sanctions on you, man, and starve you out. I thought this supposed to be a Christian country, man, a Christian nation. Is that a Christian thing to do? No. What happened to love thy neighbor, right? Well, in politics, none of that matters, man. It's all about what the bankers want, and if you got what they want, they're gonna take it, man. And if you don't like it, they're gonna send the U.S. military in there to take it. And they done it countless times, man. And they ain't stopped to this day. So now they want Russia. So guess what? Your sons and daughters gonna have to fight this war with Russia, man. Yes, men and women will be drafted this time. So get ready, because the meat grinder needs bodies, man. The Russians are done playing with the Ukrainians, man. They ready for a bigger challenge. So the U.S. is gonna have to finally just admit they in Ukraine, man. And then we got ourselves. I just read an article today where Putin said he's very close to declaring World War III, man. He's very close. So hey, you about to see some real fireworks here soon, man. And Putin's cabinet is egging him on, telling him you need to go ahead and just shoot a tactical nuke on somebody, man, to let them know you ain't playing. So we in some serious times right now. Some very serious times. And everybody's saying the key word or the buzzword is nuclear, man. That's the buzzword. The word is nuclear, thermonuclear. I was looking at this one documentary, man, like a few weeks ago. They were talking about these nukes. Man, they get like 15 million degrees, man. 15, 17 million degrees. What can withstand that? Nothing, man. That shit crazy, man. Who can deal with 15 million degrees Fahrenheit? Nothing can withstand that. But yet, everybody's so plugged into what Trump and Biden doing, man. While the whole time war is being prepared. But by the time you wake up, it's gonna be too late. Little Johnny, Keisha, Tyrone is gonna have their draft orders, man. They papers ready to get shipped off to the Middle East. Because you got a water fight, man. It's gonna be too late. It says, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. So it says destruction to him that increaseth what's not his, man. How long, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, and that thick clay meaning heavy debt. This man lives in heavy debt, man. 30-some trillion dollars in debt. You add all the liabilities and everything, you're looking at 200 trillion, man, in debt. Nobody can survive that. No country can pay that back. But he knows this. But don't worry, he got the nuclear missiles, man, to cover all his tracks. You know, so you can't blame him that he ran the deficits up, because there won't be nobody alive. You know, that is the ultimate trump card. You know what they like to say. Just get rid of the evidence, man, like they did the Pentagon. You know, came, I think, like $1 trillion came up short in accounting. So guess what? They just sent a missile in there and blew it up, man. Blew the accounting room up. September 11th, man. This man, he's the ultimate trickster. You know, they talk about us like a dog. But you goddamn so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans ain't got none on this so-called white man. He runs circles around you, man. He runs circles around the whole world, man. Yeah, a nigga might lie to you to get $20 or $100 or something out of you. But the so-called white man will lie to you and take your whole country. You know? Just ask the Native Americans, man. Look at them now. So yeah, and to him that laid of himself with thick clay, that thick clay meaning that heavy debt. And I don't care how many flags you fly, how many times you stand up for the flag, you can't bounce back to 200 and some trillion dollars in debt. This place is done. So he got no choice but to destroy it. You know, he did the same shit when he was in Greeks, the Romans, and ever since the Renaissance period, you know, he's been doing his thing, man. But he's getting ready to come to a close, man. The bullshit's about to stop. Let's go to Isaiah 13. And I'm gonna get a couple more. I'm probably gonna get out of here, man. I thought it'd be pouring down raining. Isaiah 13 and 6. How ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. So yeah, the day of Yahweh is at hand. That destruction is talking about that nuclear destruction. Thermonuclear. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. So you're gonna be paralyzed with fear. Once you look into the sky and you see those missiles coming down, you hear those nuclear missiles coming through the air, your ass is gonna faint, man. Your knees gonna buckle. All right now. You ain't gonna be able to, you're gonna be paralyzed with fear once you see them missiles in the sky, man. Right then you know you done fucked up. He says every man's heart shall melt. Yes, everybody's heart is gonna melt when they see those missiles black the sun out. Just like back in the old days, back in the Roman era. What was that movie 300? Where they shot that who was it? What was Xerxes' army called? Damn, I forget. But anyway, when they shot those arrows in the sky, and those arrows blacked out the sun, that's the same way the nuclear missiles are gonna do this place, man. There's gonna be so many missiles in the air, in the sky, it's gonna black the sun out. That's how many missiles that everybody's gonna shoot on this place, man. They say the beast shall hate the whore. The beast meaning NATO and EU, NATO and the EU, and the whore meaning America. So your heart's gonna melt with fear, man. It says, and they shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be as pain as a woman that travaileth. So you're gonna be in so much agonizing pain, like you in labor. Once you look in the sky and you hear those missiles coming down, man. You know, it's gonna sound like horses on a mountain, man. I believe I forget what Isaiah that is, but it talks about a tumultuous noise, man, like in the mountain. That's how much noise these nuclear missiles gonna make when they crack the sky, man. When they re-enter the Earth's atmosphere, man. It says, so you're gonna be like a woman in labor, screaming, man. You know, we're paralyzed with fear once you see these nuclear missiles coming down. You know, and they're not gonna come down and bust a U-turn and go back to wherever they came from. No, they're gonna detonate. It says, they shall be amazed one at another, their faces shall be as flames. Yeah, because like I just said a couple minutes ago, 15, 17 million degrees Fahrenheit, your face can't help but be flames, man. You know, like Sarah Connor, man, when she was on the fence on Terminator, and that nuke went off, and she was just holding the fence, the chain link fence, and just shaking, and all of a sudden she just started turning to ashes. That's the same thing's gonna happen here, man, in various parts of the world. So the elite, the ones that's in the know, you know, they tell you things before they do it to you. And so they was giving you a glimpse of how you gonna look being barbecued on a fence, man. You know, that's part of their left hand witchcraft that they do. You know, Hollywood, if you want to call them that, but I got another word for them. But if you say it, then you anti-S, you know? So we're gonna call them Hollywood right now. Because they got a bill they trying to pass through the house to get your ass arrested if you say something about them, you know? So you got to be careful what you say, because they got everything on tape and it's on the transcripts. Every word you say, man. Just go to your video, you know, click on your title and hit transcript, and they got every word you say on this YouTube shit. So when they ready to prosecute your ass in court, they got you. But the thing is, I don't give a fuck though, you know? But I still gotta play smart though. I know I'm gonna get brought up on charges. But who gives a damn though? Whatever I said it. I stand on it. But the time ain't the time to cut up yet. I still got work to do. But let's say the small hats, you know, the ones that wear the tiny hats, you know, they control Hollywood, man. And they put in these movies, you know, the things they're gonna do to your ass, man. While they sitting around drinking, you know, blood, having sex with kids, you know, and having all kind of ABC alphabet orgies, man, if you know what I'm talking about. You know, there's nothing but filth that comes out of Hollywood, man. Straight filth. But I got to be nice and call it Hollywood, because if you say anything else, then, you know, you would hate speech or some shit like that, you know. But you can't tell the truth. 13 and verse 8, verse 9. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. So yeah, you Israelites, because you're the only ones who can sin, these missiles gonna destroy y'all asses too. It's gonna destroy you out of the land. It's gonna turn you to a pile of ashes, Jake. Because that's, it ain't gonna be no 'cause when the missiles hit, it's already gonna be determined who took the mark of the beast and who didn't. So it ain't gonna be no, oh, forgive me, God, this, that, and the third. Once the missiles get shot, the dust has been settled on that. Who's getting it and who ain't. Who got beheaded and who didn't. So when those missiles go off and they're in the air, and if your ass don't get delivered by the end, then it is what it is. Just see you in the kingdom of heaven. You're gonna come back reincarnated and you're gonna be in your right mind. Lord willing, I be delivered. But if not, then hey, I just come back in the kingdom. I'm gonna be good. Or if you have to die as a mortal, you're still gonna be good. So death, there's no sting in death, man. Yeah, it's sad, but there's no sting in it. Because hey, once the body dies, that's it. But the soul still lives on though. You know? So you'll come back reincarnated. I believe it's 60 or 70 years later. You'll come back and you be good. You be in your right mind. You be keeping the law, statute, commandments perfectly. You be on top, Jake. No more welfare, Section 8, food stamps. No more curses. No more dying. That'd be the last time you die. You have eternal life, never get sick again, no more pain. So it's gonna be nothing but all gravy, like they say, like they used to say back in the day, all gravy, baby. But hey, I'm gonna end it on that. These mosquitoes starting to swarm. I think I pretty much hit the point that hey, I know it kind of bounced around a little bit, but that's just the spirit, man. That's how the spirit does. You think of what you want to say before you get here, and then once the camera come on and you start going in the spirit, flowing the precepts, hey, the spirit turns which way it wants to, man. For the most part, I try to stay on script, but it's whatever the spirit want to do. But I'm gonna go and get out of here. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Hakadosh. Double honors to the apostles, elders of very millstone. Peace and blessings to the sincere Akim, man, which are the elect, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, which are, numbers to be delivered, man. Shalom. We almost out this bitch, man. We almost out this bitch. We close to the end, bro. Ain't no point in getting weak right now. We can see the finish line. And the finish line is very visible right now. So let Russia shoot them nukes off, man. We just gonna snowball right into World War III, man. Lightning fast. Lightning fast.
I hear something.
You know, so who knows what next week news gonna bring? Maybe they'll finally declare World War III instead of hiding around and beating around the bushes with it. Yeah, damn, what the hell is that? But I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here, man. Shalom.